The Magic Garden Story. Once upon a time, there was a magical garden hidden deep within a dense forest. The garden was said to have the power to cure any illness and bring good fortune to those who ate its fruits. Protected by powerful magic spells, only those who were pure of heart and had good intentions were allowed to enter. The garden was tended to by a wise and kind gardener named Maria. She had been taking care of the garden for many years and knew its secrets and its power. She spent her days tending to the flowers and the trees, talking to them, and singing to them. She knew that they were not just plants, but living beings with their own spirit and energy. Maria knew that the garden was not just a place of beauty, but also a place of healing. The fruits and herbs that grew in the garden had the power to cure even the most severe illnesses. But the garden was not just for physical healing, it was also a place of spiritual healing. Those who entered the garden would feel a sense of peace and tranquility, and their troubles and worries would melt away. One day, a young orphan boy named Jack stumbled upon the garden while wandering through the forest. He was immediately captivated by its beauty and felt a sense of peace wash over him. He saw the colorful flowers, the tall trees, and the ripe fruits that seemed to glow in the sunlight. As he was admiring the garden, Maria appeared before him. She was kind and gentle and asked Jack what had brought him to the garden. Jack was shy and didn't know what to say, but Maria could see that he had a pure heart and good intentions. She invited him to stay in the garden and help her tend to it. Jack was overjoyed to hear this and felt a sense of purpose for the first time in his life. He promised to take care of the garden and protect it from harm. As the days passed, Jack learned the secrets of the garden from Maria. She taught him how to tend to the flowers and the trees, how to harvest the fruits and herbs, and how to use them to heal those who were sick. But Jack soon realized that the garden was in danger. The forest was under attack by an evil witch, who had cast a spell over the land. The spell was causing the plants and trees to wither and die, and the animals to become sick. Maria told Jack that he was the only one who could save the garden. He had a pure heart and good intentions, and he had learned the secrets of the garden. He was the only one who could break the spell. Jack was terrified but knew that he had to act quickly to save the garden. He set out on a journey to find a way to break the spell. He walked for days, through forests and over mountains, until he came to a small village where he met an old wizard. The wizard listened to Jack's story and said, "I may be able to help you, but it will not be easy. The witch who cast the spell is very powerful, and her magic is strong. You will need to gather 3 rare ingredients to create a potion that can break the spell." Jack asked, "What are the ingredients, and where can I find them?" The wizard replied, "The first ingredient is the flower of the golden sun, which only grows on the top of a mountain that is guarded by a fierce dragon. The second ingredient is the seed of the shining star, which can only be found in a deep, dark cave. And the third ingredient is the water of the crystal lake, which is guarded by the spirit of the lake." Jack was determined to save the garden, and so he set out on his quest to gather the ingredients. He climbed the mountain and faced the dragon. As Jack climbed the mountain, he could feel his heart beating faster and his palms getting sweaty. He knew that the dragon guarding the golden sunflower would not give up its treasure easily. As he reached the top, he saw the golden sunflower shimmering in the sunlight. The dragon appeared before him, and Jack knew he had to act quickly. He approached the dragon with a kind heart and gentle words, and soon the dragon recognized Jack's pure intentions. The dragon allowed Jack to take the golden sunflower, and Jack felt a sense of relief wash over him. He knew that he had 1 ingredient down, but there were 2 more to go. Next, Jack set out for the deep, dark cave where the seed of the shining star could be found. The cave was treacherous, and Jack had to navigate through winding tunnels and overcome obstacles to reach the seed. Finally, he found the seed and held it in his hand, feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. However, he knew that the most difficult ingredient was yet to come, the water of the crystal lake. Jack set out for the Crystal Lake, where the spirit of the lake guarded the water. He approached the spirit with kindness and respect, and the spirit recognized Jack's pure intentions. The spirit allowed Jack to take the water, and Jack felt a sense of gratitude and reverence. With all three ingredients in hand, Jack returned to the garden and used them to create the potion that would break the evil witch's spell. As he poured the potion over the plants and trees, he could see the effects immediately. The withered plants and trees came back to life, and the animals that were sick began to heal. The garden was saved, and Jack felt a sense of pride and fulfillment. He knew that he had done something good and meaningful, and he knew that he had made a difference in the world. Maria was overjoyed when she saw the garden come back to life, and she knew that it was because of Jack's pure heart and good intentions. She praised him and thanked him for saving the garden and protecting its magic. From that day forward, Jack became the guardian of the garden, and he tended to it with care and devotion. He shared its magic with those who needed it and became known throughout the land as a healer and a protector. Years passed, and Jack grew old. One day, as he sat in the garden admiring its beauty, Maria appeared before him. "Jack, it is time for you to leave this world," she said. "But do not worry, for your spirit will live on in the garden. You have protected its magic and shared its power with those who needed it. You have done something good and meaningful, and you have made a difference in the world." With those words, Jack closed his eyes and passed away, but his spirit remained in the garden. The plants and trees whispered his name, and the animals bowed their heads in reverence. And so, the magic garden continued to thrive, protected by Jack's spirit and tended to by those who recognized its power and its beauty. It remained a place of healing and spiritual renewal, and those who entered its gates knew that they were entering a place of wonder and enchantment.